Whispers from Beyond, Earth's most haunted sanctuaries. Within the shadowed embrace of our planet lie sanctuaries where history's essence is not merely recorded but deeply imbued into the very essence of their existence. These are not mere remnants of bygone eras but living testimonies to a past that refuses to be forgotten. Welcome to our channel Facts, Intrigue, as we feature part 1 of Whispers from Beyond, Earth's most haunted sanctuaries. Before we get started, we ask that you subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to be notified when part 2 of this eerie series is released. In the meantime, we hope you enjoy part 1 of Whispers from Beyond, Earth's most haunted sanctuaries. Now on with the video. Hidden from the casual glance and often shrouded in the mists of legend and lore, these spectral domains resonate with the stories of myriad souls. Here, in these secluded corners of our world, stand the guardians of history's most profound mysteries. They are the haunted abodes, each a repository of tales that transcend the ordinary, where the threads of time weave a complex tapestry of life, death, and the eternal dance in between. In these spaces, every shadow whispers secrets, every light flickers with untold stories, and every breeze carries the echoes of a life once lived. Spanning from the icy silence of the poles to the lush, vibrant heart of the tropics, these haunted houses serve as eerie landmarks to those who have passed yet linger still. Our odyssey into the unknown embarks tonight, delving into the tales of residences, each holding the key to a past that refuses to fade into oblivion. We commence our journey in the heart of England, at the foreboding Borley Rectory, a domicile ensnared in the web of its own dark legacy. Touted as the most haunted house in England, it stands as a beacon to the supernatural, its foundations cursed to eternal unrest. Here, the air is thick with the imprints of phantom processions, spectral whispers in the night, and the haunting visage of a nun trapped between worlds. We delve deeper into the enigma that shrouds this infamous location. The Borley Rectory, nestled in the serene English countryside, became a focal point for paranormal enthusiasts and scholars alike, not merely for its ghostly inhabitants but for the myriad of phenomena that seem to converge within its walls. Constructed in 1863 on the grounds of a previous monastery, the rectory was purportedly built upon a site with a storied history of spiritual activity dating back centuries. Legend tells of a monastery that once stood on the land, where a monk from the 13th century and a nun from a nearby convent fell in love. Their forbidden love led to a tragic end. The monk was executed, and the nun was bricked alive within the convent walls, forever sealing their fates and setting the stage for the haunting of Borley Rectory. The nun's spirit, often seen wandering the rectory's extensive grounds, was just one of many apparitions reported. The ghostly monk, too, was said to make appearances, perhaps an eternal search for his lost love. But the rectory's spectral residents were not limited to these tragic lovers. Reports of a phantom coach driven by 2 headless horsemen, the ringing of servant bells untouched by human hands, and the inexplicable sounds of footsteps within the sealed walls added layers to the rectory's haunted legacy. The phenomena were so prolific that in the early 20th century, the Borley Rectory attracted the attention of renowned paranormal investigator Harry Price. Price's investigations brought to light a wealth of activity, including poltergeist phenomena, cold spots, and ghostly writings appearing on the walls, messages seemingly from the beyond pleading for help and prayers. Price's work at Borley catapulted it into the public eye, solidifying its reputation as the most haunted house in England. Despite skepticism and debates over the veracity of the occurrences at Borley, the tales persisted, especially after the rectory's unfortunate demise. In 1939, the rectory was severely damaged by a fire, rumored to have been started by an unseen hand. The ruins became an even greater magnet for paranormal activity, with visitors reporting eerie lights within the remnants of the structure and the sounds of disembodied voices in the night. The Borley Rectory's legacy extends beyond its physical presence, weaving a complex narrative that blurs the lines between history and myth, reality and the supernatural. It stands as a testament to the human fascination with the unknown, a symbol of the eternal quest to understand the mysteries of the afterlife. The stories of Borley, whether rooted in truth or embellished by time, continue to captivate and terrify, a reminder of the thin veil that separates the world of the living from the spirits trapped between worlds. As we journey through the annals of the world's most haunted houses, Borley Rectory remains a cornerstone of paranormal lore, its mysteries and tales a beacon for those who seek to explore the boundaries of the unknown. The rectory's ruins may lie silent now, but the stories and spirits that inhabit them are as alive as ever, whispering their tales to those who dare to listen, forever etching the Borley Rectory into the annals of supernatural history. Our voyage then navigates to the shores of the United States, to the storied grounds of the Myrtles Plantation. Wrapped in the cloak of Southern mystique, this plantation echoes with the tragedies of its past inhabitants. The tale of Chloe, a spirit wronged and seeking solace, roams its halls, her presence a constant reminder of the house's grim history. The Myrtles Plantation is a site where the past seems to permeate every corner, every whisper of the wind, and every creak of its ancient floorboards. Built in 1796 by General David Bradford, this stately mansion is often referred to as one of America's most haunted homes. Its history is a tapestry of tragedy, mystery, and the supernatural, making it a focal point for those fascinated by the realms beyond our understanding. The legend of Chloe, however, is but one thread in the complex weave of the Myrtles Plantation's spectral legacy. Beyond her sorrowful tale, the plantation is reputed to be built atop an ancient Tunica Indian burial ground, adding another layer of spiritual complexity to the site. This connection to the land and its original inhabitants is thought to contribute to the intense paranormal activity experienced here. But the stories of hauntings do not end with Chloe and the ancient spirits of the land. At least 10 murders are documented to have occurred on the property, though local lore suggests there may be more, their details lost to time. Among these, the most chilling is perhaps the tale of William Winter, an attorney who lived at the plantation in the mid-1800s. He was reportedly shot by a stranger after answering a knock at the door. Mortally wounded, Winter staggered through the house and began to ascend the stairs, dying on the 17th step. To this day, visitors and staff alike report the eerie sound of his dying footsteps, a phantom echo of his final moments. The Myrtles Plantation is also home to the ghost of a young girl who died in 1868 after ingesting poison. It's said that she appears in the mirror located in the room where she took her last breath, her reflection captured in time. Guests have reported seeing handprints on the mirror, as well as a spectral figure of a girl staring back at them, her eyes filled with the sorrow of her untimely demise. Other reported apparitions include the spirits of children who once lived in the plantation. They are often heard playing on the veranda or seen peeking from the windows of the house. The sound of a piano playing in the empty music room drifts through the halls, despite the instrument being untouched. These manifestations are thought to be the lingering presences of the many souls who found joy and sorrow within the plantation's walls. The Myrtles Plantation's allure as a haunted site is not just in its individual ghosts but in the atmosphere that envelopes the estate. The air seems thick with the weight of untold stories, and the beauty of the plantation belies the depth of its haunted history. Paranormal investigators, historians, and the simply curious are drawn to the Myrtles, seeking to understand the mysteries that it guards. Today, the plantation operates as a bed and breakfast, offering guests not just Southern hospitality but the chance to brush shoulders with the past. Whether through guided tours that recount the plantation's storied history or quiet nights spent in its historic rooms, visitors are invited to step into a world where the past is not forgotten but is vividly alive, echoing through the corridors of this grand old mansion. The Myrtles Plantation stands as a monument to the complexities of the human spirit, to the stories of those who came before, and to the enduring fascination with what lies beyond the veil. It is a place where history is alive, where each artifact and each room tells a story of elegance, tragedy, and the eternal hope for understanding the mysteries of the afterlife. The narrative then sweeps us away to the rugged landscapes of Australia, where the Monte Cristo homestead looms. Here, the shadows are thick with stories of despair and darkness, the original owner's spectre merely one among many that claim this place as their own. The narrative of this Australian landmark is as captivating as it is chilling. Located in Junee, New South Wales, the Monte Cristo homestead holds the title of Australia's most haunted house, a reputation built upon a series of tragic events and the subsequent paranormal occurrences that have been reported there. Constructed in 1885 by Christopher William Crawley, the Monte Cristo homestead was the Crawley family's residence until 1948. After the death of Mrs. Elizabeth Crawley in 1933, the house fell into disrepair, a period during which it seemed to accumulate the energy that fuels its hauntings today. The restoration by the Ryan family in the 1960s brought new life to the house and, with it, renewed activity from its ghostly inhabitants. The homestead has been the site of numerous tragedies, each contributing to its haunted reputation. One of the most heart-wrenching tales is that of the young child of a maid who tragically died after being dropped down the stairs. Another is the story of a mentally ill man, the son of the caretaker, who was found chained up at the caretaker's cottage for more than 30 years. There's also the tale of the stable boy who burned to death in his sleep, believed to be the result of a deliberate act. These tragic events have left a palpable imprint on the property, with visitors reporting sightings, sounds, and sensations that cannot be easily explained. The figure of Mrs. Crawley herself is said to be one of the most active spirits on the property. After her husband's death in 1910, Mrs. Crawley became a recluse, rarely leaving the confines of her home and developing a fervent religiosity. It's said that she now roams the halls of the Monte Cristo homestead, overseeing its operation from beyond the grave. Her presence is often accompanied by a drop in temperature, and she is most frequently sighted in her former bedroom and the chapel, her favorite places in life. Other paranormal occurrences include the apparition of a maid who fell from the balcony, believed to have been pushed by an unseen force. Visitors and paranormal investigators have also reported hearing the chains of the caretaker's son rattling, a reminder of his long and tragic confinement. Objects move of their own accord, disembodied whispers fill the air, and phantom footsteps echo through empty rooms, all contributing to the eerie atmosphere of the homestead. The Monte Cristo homestead's tragic past and the stories of those who lived and died there have made it a fascinating destination for those interested in the paranormal. It operates today as a museum, bed and breakfast, and tourist attraction, offering visitors the chance to experience its haunting beauty firsthand. Paranormal tours of the property provide a glimpse into the lives of its former inhabitants and the mysteries that linger within its walls. The homestead is more than just a hotbed of paranormal activity. It is a window into the past, a testament to the enduring nature of the human spirit, and a reminder of the thin veil that separates the living from the dead. The Monte Cristo homestead invites the brave and the curious to explore its history, to walk its haunted halls, and to perhaps encounter the spirits that call this place home, each of them eternally entwined with the fabric of this historic Australian landmark. Journeying to the heart of Europe, the Hauska Castle in the Czech Republic stands sentinel over what is said to be a pit to the underworld, its stones etched with the tales of demonic entities and otherworldly encounters. Delving deeper into the enigmatic aura of Hauska Castle, nestled in the Czech countryside, its foundations are steeped in legend and otherworldly encounters that beckon the curious and the brave. This fortress, shrouded in mystery, is not just an architectural marvel but a nexus for tales that blur the line between history and myth, reality and the supernatural. Hauska Castle's origins are as intriguing as the stories it harbors. Built in the 13th century, its location was strategically chosen not for defense against human invaders but to serve a far more arcane purpose. The castle is said to stand atop a chasm believed to be a gateway to hell, a pit from which, according to legend, demonic creatures would emerge. The castle's construction was ostensibly to seal this portal and contain the dark forces lurking within. Unlike typical castles designed for habitation or defense, Hauska Castle's initial layout lacked kitchens, water sources, and fortifications, leading many to speculate about its true purpose. Its chapel was built directly over the supposed gateway, adorned with frescoes that depict both Christian iconography and pagan symbols, suggesting a complex spiritual significance and an effort to sanctify or neutralize the site's malevolent energies. Over the centuries, Hauska Castle has been the site of numerous reports of paranormal activity and unexplained phenomena. Visitors and staff have recounted eerie experiences such as encounters with phantoms in old-fashioned attire, the feeling of being watched by invisible entities, and sudden drops in temperature. One of the most frequently cited apparitions is a woman who emerges from the walls, her presence accompanied by a profound sense of sorrow and longing. Another chilling tale involves a creature described as a human-animal hybrid, allegedly captured by soldiers in the castle's early days. This being, said to possess immense strength and a terrifying appearance, was reportedly thrown into the pit to seal the portal, a sacrifice to prevent the emergence of other dark entities. The castle also played a significant role during World War II when it was occupied by the Nazis, who used it for reasons still shrouded in secrecy. Some speculate that it was chosen for its occult significance, as the Nazis had a known interest in the supernatural and the harnessing of ancient lore for their purposes. This period in the castle's history has only added to its mystique and the aura of mystery that surrounds it. In the present day, Hauska Castle stands as a popular tourist destination, attracting those drawn to its unique history, architectural beauty, and the lure of the paranormal. It hosts tours that explore its many rooms, chapels, and dungeons, offering visitors a glimpse into its storied past. The castle's library, with its ancient tomes and manuscripts, holds records of the legends and events that have made Hauska a symbol of the supernatural. Beyond its physical allure, Hauska Castle invites contemplation on the nature of the unknown, the power of legend, and the human fascination with the spaces where our world seems to intersect with something beyond our understanding. It remains a testament to the enduring allure of the mysterious, a place where history, myth, and the unexplained weave a tapestry as captivating as any tale of ghosts and gateways to other realms. As we weave through these tales, our path intersects with the Banff Springs Hotel in Canada, its majestic beauty belied by the ghosts that walk its corridors, including the sorrowful bride who dances alone in eternal regret. From the spectral bride who dances in eternal regret within its grand ballrooms, the Banff Springs Hotel, nestled amidst the breathtaking vistas of the Canadian Rockies, holds within its walls stories that transcend the ordinary limits of time and reality. This iconic hotel, built in the late 19th century by the Canadian Pacific Railway, was envisioned as a luxury stopover for train travelers exploring Canada's rugged wilderness. However, its majestic architecture and remote location also became the backdrop for tales of hauntings that have captivated the imaginations of guests and staff alike. The story of the Doomed Bride, one of the hotel's most famous ghosts, is a tragic tale that has become a part of the lore of the Banff Springs. On her wedding day, descending the marble staircase in her bridal gown, she is said to have slipped and fallen to her death. Since then, guests have reported sightings of a spectral figure in a wedding dress, moving through the ballroom or standing silently on the staircase, her presence marked by a palpable chill in the air. But the bride is not the only spirit said to inhabit this storied hotel. Another well-known ghost is that of Sam Macaulay, a beloved bellman who worked at the Banff Springs during the 60s and 70s. In life, Sam was known for his dedication and friendly demeanor, promising to return after his death to continue looking after the hotel. True to his word, it's reported that Sam's spirit has been seen in his old uniform, helping guests with their bags before disappearing into thin air. These encounters are often described with a sense of warmth and nostalgia, a testament to Sam's enduring legacy within the hotel. Further adding to the hotel's eerie atmosphere are stories of Room 873. According to legend, this room was the site of a horrific family tragedy, where a man murdered his wife and daughter before taking his own life. After reports of violent hauntings, the room was purportedly sealed off, but guests staying in adjacent rooms have reported hearing screams and seeing bloody handprints that mysteriously vanish when approached. The hotel officially denies this room's existence, yet the tale persists, adding a layer of dark intrigue to the Banff Springs Hotel's enigmatic charm. The Banff Springs Hotel also harbors tales of a secret room, built during the initial construction but accidentally sealed and forgotten for decades. This room, devoid of windows and doors, was only rediscovered during a later renovation, fueling speculation and ghost stories about what might have occurred in such a hidden space. Today, the Banff Springs Hotel embraces its reputation as one of Canada's most haunted locations, offering guests not only luxury and stunning natural beauty but also a touch of the supernatural. Whether it's the sorrowful bride, the helpful bellman, or the unseen horrors of Room 873, the hotel provides a connection to the past, a reminder of the stories and spirits that linger in the places we least expect. It stands as a beacon to those drawn to the mysteries of the paranormal, a place where the past and present converge amidst the timeless beauty of the Canadian Rockies. The Caribbean offers no respite, with the Rose Hall Great House in Jamaica presenting the chilling narrative of Annie Palmer, the White Witch, whose malevolence permeates every corner of her former dominion. Continuing from the chilling narrative of Annie Palmer, known as the White Witch of Rose Hall Great House in Jamaica, her story intertwines with the fabric of this grand plantation, leaving an indelible mark on its history and the lore surrounding it. Rose Hall stands as a testament not only to the grandeur of colonial Jamaica but also to the dark tales that can lurk behind the most opulent facades. Annie Palmer's reign over Rose Hall is steeped in tales of darkness and mystery. Born in Haiti to an English mother and Irish father, she moved to Jamaica and married John Palmer, owner of the Rose Hall estate. Legend has it that Annie turned to voodoo and witchcraft, learned during her upbringing in Haiti, to control and terrorize her slaves, and allegedly to murder her husbands, 3 in total, according to local lore. Each husband's death added layers to the legend of her cruelty and her insatiable appetite for power and control. The most infamous of these tales involves her treatment of slaves, whom she purportedly used not only for labor but also for her personal amusement and, darkly, as subjects for her occult practices. Stories tell of Annie's secret chamber, hidden within the depths of Rose Hall, where she performed her voodoo rituals and cast spells that gave her dominion over the spiritual and physical realms of the estate. The slaves, terrorized and desperate, are said to have plotted her demise, leading to Annie's violent death at the hands of her own servant, who, according to legend, was skilled in voodoo magic powerful enough to overcome her. Yet, even in death, Annie's spirit could not be quelled. She is believed to roam the halls of Rose Hall, her presence manifesting through cold spots, ghostly apparitions, and the unsettling feeling that one is never quite alone within the estate's walls. Visitors to Rose Hall today are captivated by the tales of Annie Palmer, with guided tours exploring the grandeur of the estate and delving into the darker corners of its history. The beautifully restored mansion, with its Georgian architecture and antique furnishings, offers a glimpse into the lifestyle of the Jamaican planter class, juxtaposed starkly against the backdrop of Annie's malevolent legacy. Rose Hall also serves as a venue for night tours, which amplify the eerie atmosphere of the estate and bring to life the tales of hauntings that have intrigued visitors and paranormal investigators from around the world. These tours often culminate in visits to Annie's tomb, located on the property, where brave souls may attempt to invoke her spirit or simply ponder the complex interplay of history, legend, and the supernatural that defines Rose Hall. The legacy of Rose Hall and Annie Palmer raises questions about the power of storytelling, the enduring fascination with the macabre, and the shadows that history can cast across the landscapes of the present. As a symbol of Jamaica's colonial past and a monument to the human capacity for both creation and destruction, Rose Hall stands as a hauntingly beautiful reminder of the complex tapestry of human experience, woven through with threads of darkness and light. In Whispers from Beyond, Earth's Most Haunted Sanctuaries, we are reminded that the world is filled with mysteries that defy explanation, stories that transcend time, and spirits that refuse to be forgotten. As we close this video, let us carry with us the tales of those who have passed but whose stories continue to inspire, terrify, and fascinate. For in the end, these haunted houses are not just relics of the past, they are living monuments to the enduring power of the human spirit and the mysteries that lie just beyond the reach of the living. Be sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon so don't miss part 2. We thank you for being with us today and hope to see you next time on Facts Intrigue.